Of course, I would never ask you to do something that I don't do. As a result, I now have a morning routine or ritual which I develop by gradually layering in a new healthy lifestyle habit every month over the last 3 months. To be truthful, I never had a morning ritual before, and I'm astounded by the results. My life has changed. I'm more balanced, more focused, much more productive. Drink a cup of warm water mixed with the juice of half a lemon first thing in the morning. This hydrates and nourishes the body with essential nutrients. Next, spend 5 to 10 minutes stilling your mind and body. Use music, meditation apps, prayer, whatever works for you. This is to center and ground yourself so that you can meet your day with peace and a clearer frame of mind. This month's challenge: add 10 to 20 minutes of physical activity to your morning routine. I go for a brisk walk uphill, rain or shine, and then a swim in the lake. I feel invigorated from the walk, the fresh air, and the cold water. How do I fit it in, you ask? I get up half an hour earlier. I feel very satisfied with myself for having accomplished so much by 8 a.m. It seems to release me from the pressure of having to get things done. As a result, I get a lot more done with less effort every day. The cumulative effect of the 3 habits far outshines doing just 1 or 2. That is my discovery. Now, if I don't start with the water, I feel like something's missing, especially after a party night. The meditation, which I do for 15 minutes, seems to root me into a deeper source of energy, one not troubled by an anxious nervous system. The walking gets my circulation going, and when it's raining, I rediscover the young girl in me who loved to play in the rain. Some mornings I open the door and set off at a run. These changes are organic. They're the result of augmenting my vitality little by little. Your turn now. For those of you already doing it, 10 gold stars. If you can't walk for whatever reason, try to stand up every 20 minutes to counter the negative effects of sitting. If you can't stand, move your body by bending, twisting, pushing, reaching in all directions. Moving your body against gravity procures health benefits. Accumulate your minutes gradually throughout the day. If you already walk, swim, or bike, change it up by adding a small challenge, such as walking faster, including hills, or varying your swim stroke. By the way, if you have sore knees or hips, the water is a great place to exercise. If 20 minutes is too much at one time, work your way up gradually, minute by minute if necessary, or divide your time into 2 or 3 sessions. Use the walker, the cane, or a walking stick if you have trouble with your balance. Get up and get going. You'll be astounded at how your life changes. Don't believe me? Try it. 2/3 of Canadians don't meet the recommended minimum of 150 minutes a week of physical activity for health benefits. Similar stats exist for the US. That's 25 minutes a day to help prevent the onset of chronic disease, increase your vitality, and improve your quality of life. Let's do this together. Establish a morning ritual and transform your life. Month 3, Week 1. Today we're going to revisit our How to Manage My Brain chart
and talk about an accountability buddy
and move together. We're at the beginning of a new month, so we're adding a new element to our first thing in the morning routine. I want to remind you that we're learning how to gradually layer in these different habits. So just do the best that you can. Every day is a new beginning, a new opportunity to do it again. So it's an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and to integrate new habits. With time and regular practice, what was difficult and effortful in the beginning becomes a natural way of life. But we're still at the beginning of the process, so I thought it would help us to revisit our How to Manage My Brain chart to help us be more successful. So step 1 is to plan. Set and write down your intention. Why is having an intention so important, Eleanor?
Well, an intention is making a conscious choice to do something to incorporate a new behavior or habit. So I will do my 15 minutes of physical activity for the next 30 days. It could be walking, yoga, stretching, whatever it is that you choose to do. So remember, your intention creates your thoughts. Your thoughts direct your choices, and your choices create your life.
Mm-hmm.
So conscious intentions, it actually programs the mind and literally grows new neural pathways in the brain to support the successful accomplishment of our goals.
Mm-hmm. Step 2 is to do. So you've got to get yourself organized. So get your lemons, make sure you have some in the fridge, have your candle for your meditation, your music for your meditation, set up your sacred space, and do it at the same time, and lay down the law. Don't let anybody interrupt you. Mm-hmm. You know, it's important to keep doing the journaling, because it's the journaling that helps you become more and more aware of how and what you feel. And awareness is the beginning of change. Step 3 is to check. Adjust your process to maximize your success. So in my case, in the winter time, it's I teach early in the morning, it's cold, it's dark, and so I do my walk at lunch so I can have my alone time and get some fresh air. But as soon as possible, I'm going to bring my walk back to my first thing in the morning routine.
So step number 4 is action. So the action, being consistent with the action, leads us to our success. So being in action is actually the foundation of our growth. And this is really where the change happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to share a story about one of Lisa's clients. And she's actually given us permission to share this story with you. And she was at work one day, and she really was upset with what was happening. And so she was ready to walk out of her job. So on her way out the door, she could hear Lisa's voice in her ear. So it made her stop, and she decided to just breathe. So she stopped, and what she did was she became aware of what her thoughts were. And because her other thoughts were unconscious. So what she did was, instead of walking out, she accepted her emotions of anger and frustration and interrupted the thoughts and redirected them using her new skills to find a solution to avoid any unpleasant consequences of losing it or losing her job.
Yeah. See, now she's able to use her new skills to improve her quality of life. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. So, yes, you can.
So our affirmation for this month is, daily exercise makes me feel fantastic.
Yeah.
So that brings us to question number 1. So how do you feel about doing this month's challenge? Do you have any resistance or concerns about doing it? You know, some examples might be, it's the weather. Maybe you have some body pain. Maybe you don't even like doing exercise. Or maybe you're afraid of getting hurt. So whatever it is for you, just take a moment and answer that question. And feel free to press pause and answer the question, but make sure you come right back to us.
No time, you say? Well, do you have time for chemotherapy? Do you have time to lose your job? Do you have time to feel miserable? Being sick takes time, it's costly. Really, it's simple, it's a total drag. So if we look at question 2 in the activity guide, what can you do to help you feel more comfortable and positive about undertaking this challenge? What would you say, Eleanor, might help people at this point?
Well, what I found really effective, especially at the beginning of any transformational process, is having an accountability buddy.
An accountability buddy? Eleanor, what is that?
Accountability buddy is someone first of all, you share your journey with. You keep each other motivated and offer support to each other, and you're not doing it alone.
Mm-hmm. So how exactly does it work to have an accountability buddy?
Well, you stay connected by, you can choose, text, phone, email, you can meet in person. You can even use the Facebook group in the private chat area to talk to each other.
Good idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what are the benefits to having an accountability buddy? I love saying that, accountability buddy.
It keeps rolling off. It's like marbles in your mouth.
So good. I want an accountability buddy.
Well, the benefits of having an accountability buddy helps us to meet the challenges with more success.
Mm-hmm. Well, how so?
Well, having that accountability buddy, it's a commitment to helping each other through thick and thin to success. Mm-hmm. So I strongly encourage you to have an accountability buddy. It keeps us from giving up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So go ahead. Get yourself an accountability buddy. Eleanor and I are accountability buddies. We help each other make sure that we bring you a great coaching program.
Okay, so our last question is, take a moment now to answer question number 3. Write down a benefit which will motivate you to meet the challenge of get moving.
Mm-hmm. It's important to find a benefit that really means something to you. And how about, is it energy? Do you want more energy? Moving is one of the best ways to build your energy. So how about we move together now? So we're going to do the spiral dance together. We're going to start with 3 repetitions, and you can gradually build up to more as the time goes. Dan and Eleanor are going to join us, and I hope you will too. And so this movement starts like this. You take your right hand and you put it out in front of you. As you can see, you can do it sitting in the chair with both feet together or with one foot in front, the same foot as the hand. And so you hold your palm out and then you circle it in and around, and you imagine you're holding a plate and you don't want to spill it on the floor. And you look at the hand through the whole movement. Okay, so let's start it together. Are we ready? Let's do 3 of them on the right, 3 on the left, and then we'll do 2 like this. And up, and scooping in, and back, and in. Ready? Let's do it. Right hand up, and inhale, and let's go. Inhale up, and back, and again. Very flowing. Good. And let's do the other side. And again, left hand up. Inhale. And again. Good. And with both. And scoop. And follow. And scoop. And follow. A little bit of simple moving. Stretch. Experience something new. Good. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.